Our next reader is Kathy Ann Fisher, and this is her book, The Main Content, which she has tonight for sale. If anyone would like to talk to her about that, I'm sure she'd be more than happy to accommodate you.
Not much fun.
Right? So please welcome Kathy Ann Fisher.
And now for something completely different. Okay. And this collection, The Main Content, was really inspired by my listening to On the Road in the CD format. And it shifted my writing from that of like Eastern philosophy to more of the beat people which I related to. So I'll start off with one called Beatnik. You said my life, you said it ran out to sea, but I became a seagull instead. My mouth has been kissed on by a gray flat mirror with no reflection as moon waiting, waning before a bridge exhales woman. You said my life was meant to run from yours as streams from the river. You are the ocean I won't run to. You are the bridge before me, the woman waiting with no mouth, waiting for me to kiss it on. You said it was how I wanted us to shed our other lives, at least when we were together. I think the moon was waning, a poet in the cold wind, walking alone with birds above the canoe-shaped moon's sounds are heard. You said I asked him to come down and examine. You said maggots dancing into the air. At my ear was the whir of wings. You said there's a photograph sitting in his wheelchair. His helper sits near him. You said it was how I wanted us, born to be together with headphones in one another's ear. If only the price paid was not so great and what I wanted me. Smile in the face of it all. In the real beatdown moments, experience mixes with the scene. Franchise actress scanning streets in 3D vinyl, her darkness rages in phantom images while full-blown hangman dangles from hair thread, too skinny to realize his fate. And if mouthfuls of snow were the equivalent of orgasms and the first sliver of a rising sun generated a brand new Scrabble word, then dinner would rain just a bit too spicy while unable to pay bills badgered like disgruntled office workers in the dress-down Friday meeting just before lunchtime in the evacuation train. The day moves forward in accumulated coins and energy levels drained with each action. 2 minutes this time and maybe 4.27 minutes next time, regenerating energy allotments unless you go away and come back again, at which point you can play the game just a little longer. It feels like the poverty is winning while the solution is to smile in the face of it all. Smile away your distrust and lack of faith. Worry is thrown on the bonfire while misshapen demons dance a Disney shriek. Flames, sparks shoot off into Halloween forms, reverse resentments burn into a groove. It's 11 o'clock now, too late to continue any more progress. Go back to the beginning and rename this collection. The property is winning while the solution is to smile in the face of it all. It's kind of an inspiration from another poet who basically had been asked when she was a child what she wanted to be when she grew up, and she had 3 different, absolutely like ballet dancer, astronaut, and some other thing put together. And she didn't understand, why you couldn't be this multifaceted person. And I really related to that because that's kind of the way I am. So this is called Multifaceted. A woman that can waltz and a woman playing football in a conference room, walking down the runway expressing style. Absent at important times, spotted on the beach, turning salt air into cartwheels in order to teach children to never let it go. I want to dot G's so people can wonder what it means. Turn a Wednesday into Christmas and a Monday into New Year's. I want to be invisibly famous when I walk amongst strangers, leaving question marks in paintings as lasting thoughts. I want to love from skyscrapers and sunshine to turn a bird flying at once fast and graceful, the color blue to burst into song, gravel to become a symphony, and dog sleep to become the message on a favorite t-shirt. This world is changing, and I with it, into something at once ancient and multifaceted. One facet does not a diamond make. Do not look at my mountain and call it I am. Poof. I am everything, and left practicing the interchanging, seed and soil, sunshine and rain, miracles and possibilities. What page is that one on?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so this one's called Hero. A non-specific emotional fragility where exposure begets vulnerability, healing wounds along the way, like Johnny Appleseed poking holes in the ground, leaving future promises in his wake. Sufferer of slings and arrows, of emotional distraction, is the tribal name bestowed on the traveling one, whose summer must soon pass to autumn. One leaf falls haphazardly on thick glass of bloodstream traffic, unheeded as a warning to the extremely busy. A new year is due to arrive as one by one loose greenery joins with gravity and settles with resignation as for future fertilizer. Regeneration, alone, a single mottled leaf is curled to hold a tiny pond of sprinkler water as its last testimony to life. It's sweater time, complete with chilled hands and rays of vacancy, shopping in air like a Saturday morning open market, with eyes peering over rims of glasses, selecting this fruit for its fine form or that dish for its auditory taint. Cold air streaks are selected as to which slice of warmth is preferred, affecting the kitchen floor or depth of stream in the battle of water, where hot and cold dance with visitation rights to offspring in a Matrix-like fight scene. Cold selects couch moments, pillow surfaces, bill payments, writing exercises, email composing, making tea a requirement for communication and connection. Cold shaves off mornings and evenings, leaving afternoons already claimed by corporations and family obligations. Yes, it's sweater time. Sweater time, a self-hug between seasonal relationships. Your daughter has gone to live with the underworld god, and now we must pay with yarn.
Woohoo!
You wind up getting larger and larger purses. These days I want to carry a big purse, a bag like Mary Poppins. Keep reaching in and take out the world in front of your astonished eyes, and why not? I'll reach in my bag and pull out a tree, a palm, the kind you see in front of a newly constructed apartment home, as if when the palm is shaken, a building appears behind it. The turkey vultures don't fly in that field anymore, and I lose a possible totem or power animal if that's what I believed. I'll reach in my bag and pull out the shore. This high cloud day carries periodic winds when the 80-degree sun turns to haze, so why not have negative ions and soothing wave rhythms along with it, and sand, white and dry or clumped gray between my toes. I would pull a car from the bag and a mountain would appear, all crisp, clean air and silenced edge, with bird cry, dry leaf rustle, slow-footed deer steps, and dust from decay. I would pull out a home, complete with atmosphere and comfort. I pull out a version of self who does not mind these normal insanities thrust in her direction. She could shrug them off instead of waiting for the right kind of life to begin. finish it off with this one called Dip It Man. If you go to Baskin Robbins, it's one of my favorite places, you will see it's kind of the mid-sized cup that they give you for ice cream. There's a Beatnik guy on there, right? And he's got this hat that says Scoop-de-Doo, and this other his shirt says Dip It Man. And it struck me that they don't know what they're talking about in terms of having a Beatnik, you know, in this family restaurant type of thing. So this is called Dip It Man. Scoop-de-Doo and Baskin Robbins goes beat with one cat in beret and goatee, making ice cream so cool it's hot and so hot it's cool. And I see this guy sneaking up beside my 2-scoop sundae, reminding me that poetry season is due to arrive. 18 years ago, yeah, 18, like one whole teenager ago, the pen leaked the lid of the one true creativity after years of almost crafts. No sequins or silk, just the raw and the raw and the raw of it, that everyday it, that what is it, that where did it go, that it I leaked, that it poured into me, celebrated by shooting stars and friends of benefits, making sure to remind me that the plug can be pulled at any time, Yeah, give me your it, I can take it, I can give it. Why do women want to get into men's head? And I say, why do men want to get into women's bodies? Like they're going for it, like 2 scoops Sunday chocolate chip, like strawberries, whipped cream, and load them nuts, because I love that crunch. I want to know that I ate what I ate. Scoop-de-doo and Dip It Man. Your shades were meant to cover bloodshot eyes, which is a drag for advertising to those below PG-13. Scoop it, man, dip-de-doo, I'm making pumpkin pie without a crust on a cool August night as autumn arrives early and the neighbor dog barks 1, 2, 3 with a space in between. Sweet cinnamon and allspice wafts past these freedom eyes. Scoop-de-doo and Dip It, man, it's a cool Saturday and we're all looking for it tonight. Thank you.